Hi family, this is Ekuya Dasol. Today I am sharing with you on how I make my HAUSA KOKO DOUGH and how I store the dough for later use. I'm also going to share with you on how I make the HAUSA KOKO from the dough. Let's start. You will need 1 tablespoon of black pepper. You will need 1 tablespoon of crushed red pepper. That's optional if you don't like spice or hot stuff. You also need 4 tablespoons of cloves. And also the last ingredients, you will need ginger. You can have a thumb of ginger or you can use all of this ginger. Today I am using all the ginger, but that is to your preference. This is the flour that I buy. It's called Badger flour. Also, you can find it from any Asian store or African grocery store. Just make sure that it says the Badger flour or pearl millet. I buy this flour from Indian store. You can decide to peel your ginger or not peel it because you're going to strain it. But it's easier and faster for me, so I decided to, peel some of mine or skin some of mine. This is a trick that my husband showed me. By using a small spoon, it's easy for you to peel or skin your ginger. So this is the ginger. I use all my ginger, but you can go ahead and use less if you don't like it spicy. Go ahead and put everything in your blender. You can use the grinder also. Put your pepper, and if you don't like it spicy, decrease your pepper. I also added my ginger by cutting it, and then I added 2 cups of water to blend. Under the description box, I will put less measurement for the spices for those that do not like spicy stuff. Now pour your blended spice into the strainer, and then just go ahead and make sure that you get all the liquid or the juice out of it. Add 2 more cups of water to get more juice. And then when you're done with that, the leftovers, you can use it for a lot of things. You can use it to season your meat, your fish, or you can use it for kelewele. We are going to strain again for less fine and clear liquid. Go ahead and strain the spice again. Now look how clear it looks from the first one, very clear and clean. Flour is 2 pounds or 8½ cup. Pour all of them into the bowl. I mixed all my flour so I can save some for later, and it's so easier for me to just pull it out of the freezer and then make cocoa. Look at how fine and smooth and powdery that this is. So you don't even need to strain the flour. You don't need to do that. Go ahead and pour your spice into the flour and mix it. Mix it until it becomes a dough. Go ahead and add 1 more cup of water. So together we used 5 cups of water for the dough. Just mix it until it becomes a dough, until you don't see any flour, but just a dough. And also, if you prefer it for it to be much more softer, you can go ahead and add a little bit water. But for this one, we use only 5 cups. It's very soft and it doesn't stick to your fingers, or it's not sticky. So for me to store it, I divide it by 1 cup each, and then I use saran wrap to wrap it, or you can also go ahead and use a Ziploc bag. After you saran wrap each one in 1 cup, you will have probably like 6 or more. You can store it in your freezer, and then you can thaw it for later use. We're gonna make the cocoa 1 cup of dough, and then you add 4 cups of water or 1 liter of water, cold water. Mix the dough and the water together, and then if you do want it to be more spicy, you can use powdery powder. I use 1/4 teaspoon of the cayenne pepper. So I mix that, and then you will cover it and you put it in a place to ferment for 24 hours. So after the 24 hours, here we go, and you see the color changed. All right, you will get a bowl, and then you will drain the liquid only. Make sure you get all the liquid, and the leftover will be much more of the dough. You mix it, and then you will take the liquid and you will put it on fire. Okay, so make sure you boil the liquid to the boiling point, and also make sure you boil in hot water too on the side. Now you see the white stuff on top. Make sure you scoop that. That is some of the food that went inside the water when I was draining. That is a trick my mom showed me. So after that, you will turn off your stove, or you will remove your hot water, and then you will pour your liquid or your mix into the water, and then you just make sure that you stir it. Stir it for maybe probably like two minutes or less. But make sure that is mixed, and if it's too thick, you can go ahead and add a little bit of hot water to your preference. If you want yours thick, just keep it like that. If it's too thick, add a little bit of hot water. So now we're dealing with hot water, it's nothing cold. All right, so after that, you will cover it for 5 to 10 minutes. Hausa cocoa is ready to serve. It smells so good. You can smell the cloves. You can smell it when you're making the dough. It's amazing smell. I love that smell. Now I'm going to tell you a little history about Hausa cocoa. So Hausa cocoa is also known as spicy millet porridge. It's a Ghanaian street food commonly eaten as breakfast meal. It's easy to find on the street, it's cheap, and it fills the belly, and it's amazing. It can also be taken in the late afternoon as snack. With your Hausa cocoa, you will need your sugar, but you can add your milk, you can add kose or akara, you can add bread, or you can add a roasted peanut with it. So just for a tip, if you're having a hard time cooking your Hausa cocoa with the stove being off, just go ahead and lower the stove to the lowest, and you can still make your Hausa cocoa. Normally it's cooked with the stove being off. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you. Bye-bye.